Hi, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Hey, Norma. Hey, Blanca. Thanks for chiming in. Before I start, I have a list right now of 16 items that we can personalize. Christmas is coming up. Thanksgiving's is coming up. Hey, Tracy, how you doing? The holidays are coming up. So one of the things that I always hey Barbara, how you doing? Hey Adrian. With the holidays coming up, it's gift giving time, so I did a video on gifts that you can make, but I wanted to dedicate this video on personalization, okay? Because that's like pretty hot, a lot of people love items with their names on it. So with the holidays coming up and everything, I thought this would be, a good topic for me to talk about, just to mention things that you can personalize with your, your SE 1900. Personalization, like I said, everybody loves it. Everybody loves receiving something with their name on it. If it's not with their name, with their initials. So they make really good gifts. It's something that you can go out, you can buy, not spend a lot of money, and just, you have your machine. So use it, put their initials on it, put their names on it, and voila, you got yourselves a great looking gift and stuff. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Susan. Happy Friday. Yes, Tracy, happy Friday and stuff. So I'm going to start, with my little list. I got a list of all the stuff. Some of it I've mentioned before, but there are some other stuff. Hey, Journey, how you doing? There are other stuff that I have, come up with, and I figured let me just mention it to you guys because, like I said, we spent a lot of money on this machine, right? My machine's right there. So we spent a lot of money on this machine. So make the most out of it. And also, I do want to say shout out and congratulations to some of the folks in the Happy Embroidery Adventures Facebook group. Some of you guys announced that you had just purchased your SE 1900 and you're trying it out. I do see that you guys have posted, you guys have some challenges and stuff, and I'm really glad to see that a lot of people are reaching out to offer advice and everything. Do know that the challenges you're always gonna have in the beginning. I did as well. It's a brand new machine. You're getting to learn your machine. So as you learn the machine, things are going to get easier and better. And before you know it, you're going to be a pro. And you are going to be making things left and right. And everybody's going to be like, oh, this is like so cool, So, just hang in there. You're going to be fine. And, like I said, reach out to me if you need help. Do please understand, this is not something that I do full time. This is a hobby. So, I do work during the week. So during the week, during regular office hours, unfortunately I can't, jump in and help and all that kind of stuff. But when I do get off work, I do take the time to read all my comments and try to respond as much as I possibly can and stuff. Hey, Robin, how you doing? I'm sorry, I'm saying Raymond. Okay. So this is Embroidery Happy Hour, everybody. So I had 2 margaritas before starting here. I usually on Fridays before I do my happy hour, me and my husband always go and we have our chicken wings. And usually we order like a bottle of wine. This time he didn't want to order wine. He got himself like a drink. So I ended up getting like 2 margaritas. I told him to double up because, what happens is sometimes when you make your own drinks at home, you end up, spicing it up. And then when you go to drink outside and you buy your drinks, you kind of like, oh, they're kind of watery, right? So you tell them to double it up. Well, I doubled it up, and I told them, I was kind of like, well, I don't feel anything. It's starting to hit me now. So I'm getting like a delay response and stuff, but I am hanging in there though. I'm good. Okay. So that's why it's empty for this one. Okay. Because I'm like, I think I had enough, because I had two and they were kind of small too. They weren't big, but hey, I did tell them to double it up. So, anyway, so let's talk about personalization. Okay. Hey Ruth, how you doing? You are very welcome for doing this. I love doing this stuff. I love helping people. Okay. And I actually love embroidery. I think embroidering is a lot of fun. I think it's something that everybody, is that enjoys it, those that make it and even those that receive it, so like I said, you can email me at uniquedesignsforyou@aol.com. In the comments below, I will make sure to put my email address. So if you guys run into problems or issues or need advice or something, reach out to me. Okay. Or, if you join our Facebook group, which is Happy Embroidery Adventures, Happy Hour Embroidery Adventures. You guys got to keep me straight here. Okay. I'll make sure I have it on the comments below. Just, you can put comments in there, and we help each other out and stuff like that. Cause this is really a fun craft, it really is. And you can make some really great items and stuff like that. Hey, Diane. Hey, Miss Miles. Hey, Renee. So I'm going to start going down my list of things that I think you can personalize, okay, using your SC1900 and good gifts ideas, okay? So I got number one is pillows, okay? Now, with the pillows with the SC1900, you're going to have to kind of make them by scratch. But you know what? It's not that hard, okay? And what I'm going to do is I will, when I freaking have the time, I will make it, okay? This is a pillow that I have that I made for my dad, and it's called Reserve for Our Dad. It's a pocket pillow, okay? And, I put the little racing cars because he's really big on race cars, because he likes NASCAR. They live in Homestead, Florida, so he lives right by the NASCAR racetrack. So I don't know if he's going now, but, before the virus all hit and everything, that was where he was all the time. He was a mechanic and stuff, so he loves cars. So anyway, I made one of these for Father's Day for him. So it came out really, really cute, So these are like reading pocket pillows. These are things that you can sew. They're not that hard. These I bought pre-made, okay? And then I put them in the big machine where, because in the big machine, they have like that little gap where I can just embroider the pocket and not have to worry about this, getting squished it together. But if you were to sew these from scratch, okay, all it is really is just cutting the pieces, 2 pieces, and then sewing them with the zipper. But the piece, one of the pieces you embroider before you sew it all together. So I think this would be a really cute video to show you guys how to do it from scratch, especially those that just have the SC1900, but this is an idea, and a lot of people that I've looked at, they have bought different color fabrics, not just plain. They have bought some really pretty fabrics, and they make it with the pocket, and then they put like the child's name on it or the person's names on it, and they put like little, cute little embroidery stuff for readings, for reading and stuff. So it's a cute gift, so this is something that you can personalize, and it's really cute. People like it. The reading pillows are very popular. And even though, if you think about it, even if you don't want to do a reading pillow, okay, what you can do is just get a regular make a regular pillow, and then you can just embroider their initial on it or their last name or whatever, favorite picture or something like that. You can embroider it. This is another thing I just came through my head. You could buy these pillow covers already made, turn them inside out, take the stitches out, and then embroider it, and then just sew it back together. There you go. That's something that you can do. And that way you're not really, doing it all by scratch. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say take it apart is because remember in your SC1900, you have a flatbed, right? So, you can't, it's going to be really hard to hoop this with sewing one side and not sewing the back together, sewing these together. So, I'll see what I can do to see if I could do a video on how to make this. It'll be, that way you guys can see it. You can follow me step by step and everything, but these will make really cute gifts, so that's just the first idea that I had. Okay. Another thing that you can do is, blankets. Okay. Baby blankets, regular, snuggies. You can buy a snuggie. Just put the snuggie in there, put the initial or the person's name on it. That's real cute. Snuggies are pretty big. I think you can pick those up at Walmart. Sometimes they have little throw blankets, that some people use to decorate their bedrooms, to put on top of the bed and stuff. Take the throw blanket. You can put their initial or their name on it also. Take the pillowcases. Pillowcases is another thing too. Some people, like for wedding gifts and stuff, they'll do like pillowcases. They'll put Mr. and Miss, like a Mr. and Miss, his and her pillows, or just put his name and her name on it. That's a good idea too. You can do that. Bedding, mess with the bedding and stuff. Curtains. Sometimes people do curtains too. The valance. You can do a valance or something. That's a good idea too. Tapery. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I know, I think it's called tapery and stuff. Hey, Leslie. Hi, Deborah. And stuff. I think tapery, and just in case I'm saying it wrong, I'm going to describe what it is. Sometimes you see like they have like a bar, right? And then they have like a cloth that is hanging down. And on the cloth that's hanging down, they have like this beautiful picture on it or something. So it looks like a scroll, a bar or something like that. But it's just a bar with a piece of cloth hanging down. And it's like with artwork and stuff. Well, it doesn't really have to be artwork. You can put the people's initials on it, or you can put Mr. and Miss and the couple's name on it, put their wedding date on it. Or, put their homes with the date, the year that they purchased their home. That's another nice gift, something personalized that you can do. I mean, there's just so many. It's just so endless, the things you can do with this machine. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about it. Okay. So now I'm down to number 3, even though I threw some extras in there. I was thinking towels. I think I mentioned that when we were talking about gifts. I mentioned do some kitchen towels. You can do some bath towels. Kids love the swimming towels. Kids go swimming in the summertime. They go to the pool. They lose their towels all the time, or their friends have a towel that looks exactly like theirs, but if they have their name on it, then they'll know what towel belongs to them. So that's something else. The towels also for bathrooms. Sometimes people just bought a house, and you can make them personalized bath towels. Do nice decorative towels for their bathrooms, for their kitchen. There's just so much. There's just so much that you can do. Hey, if you guys can think of something, put it in the comments and stuff that you can embroider, put personalized, it's really a huge thing. People pay a lot of money to get things personalized. You see it all the time. I even think there's a website called personalizationmall.com or something like that, where people were buying Christmas cards with the family's name on it and all that kind of stuff. So, it just goes to show there is a huge market out there for this kind of stuff. And another thing, book bags. Okay. When I'm talking about book bags, you could talk, I'm talking tote bags. Okay. Another thing that you can do, book bags, like the flip. I haven't done this. This is something that I want to do. I'll be right back. I'm grabbing it so I can show you guys. Okay, I got the wrong bag, but I have a JanSport. The backpacks. Can I do this? Let me see. Well, you can still do it. You can still do it. I mean, even though it has Columbia on here, if you want, there's something called the Peggy Stitch Eraser, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. You can take this out and then you can embroider, or you can just embroider here. But what I did was I have a Jan Sports book bag. Jan Sports, what they do is they put like a little patch. And all you have to do is take a seam ripper and take the Jan Sport patch off of it. And then you can embroider a kid's name on it, person's initials and stuff like that. So, you know, very, very popular with kids, you know, and stuff. Bags, do the duffel bags. I have duffel bags that I got from Jiffy Shirts, and I'm going to show you right now. These are cute duffel bags. These are not expensive at all. These were about, they run about like $7 a piece, something like that. I think $7 or $8, something like that. I know when I bought mine, it was a whole bunch. I think it was about $7, something like that. But you can take this, just hoop one side, just hoop one side, right? Put it in your machine, put the person's name on it. It's just a duffel bag, it's a gym bag. Okay, real cute. They can put their workout clothes in here. They have it in all these colors. They have this in so many colors. Inexpensive. You can put this right on your IC 1900, you know, and just, you know, or like I said, just fold down one side, hoop the other side, or float it, really float it. That's what I would do. I would use sticky stabilizer, put it in your 5x7, and then just place this down on your hoop and just put their initials on it. Great gift. Great gift. You didn't spend a lot of money, and believe me, they'll love it. They will love it and stuff. So these come in all different colors. They come in black, navy blue. They come in nice colors. This is the pink. I got a royal blue. They have I think it's lilac, the little light purple color one. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. So, you know, look for bags too. If you go to jiffyshirts.com, they have a section where it's all bags. Usually, especially with the machine that we have, with the SC 1900, because it has a bed and stuff, you want to have a bag that you can easily manipulate to put it on the hoop, at least float it, so that way you can put it in the machine, you can put person's names and initials on it. You know, like I said, personalize those bags. I'm telling you, I mean, it's going to be like, you're going to be like their best friend. You're going to be like, oh my God, you got this for me. You know, you'll be like, yeah. Anyway, I'm joking. Anyway, but they're going to love it. I mean, it's a really neat idea. Another thing that I was thinking about was pencil cases. If you go to the dollar store, also go to the dollar store. I'm telling you, go over there. You're going to see there's so many things. If you look around, there are so many things that you can buy from the dollar store that you can personalize. Placemats, okay? People like to decorate their table. Buy the placemats. You sometimes see the nice, you know, regular cloth placemats. You can put the family's initials on it. You can put their last name on it and stuff like that. Put it like in the corner or something like that. They'll love it. And you could get a whole set. Buy 6 of them. Personalize all 6 of them. And, you know, you put it as a nice little gift. They're going to love it. They're going to be like, oh, this is nice. You know what I mean? Dollar store has a lot of things. Pencil cases, okay? Kids, you know, use pencil cases all the time, especially in elementary school. You know, I remember buying them for my son when he was little. I always used to like look for the pencil cases so he could put his little pencils and his erasers and all that kind of stuff. You can put that under the machine, float it, put their name on it and stuff. They'll love it, you know. And you can get that from the dollar store. It doesn't cost that much. Tell me, Christmas is right around the corner. I mean, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all that stuff. This is the time to not only learn your machine, but start, you know, looking around at different things that, you know, blanks, you know, look for things that you can embroider on so that way you can give them away. And at the same time, if you think about it, you just spent the money on the blanks and you didn't have to pay another company to embroider your gifts, right? So you're kind of like, getting your money's worth out of those machines and stuff. Another thing that I have on my list, because I'm going down on this list, like I'm on number 6 now. I got shirts. Okay, you guys seen I did the happy hour embroidery shirt. You can do birthday shirts. You can do the Christmas shirts. Um, for babies, do the onesies. You can embroider on the onesies. Do the initial of the baby's name with the baby's name at the bottom. That's another cute idea. You could do a shirt for them, a baby shirt, baby gowns for newborns. Okay, put the applique on the baby gown. I mean, there's that's another thing that's pretty hot. A lot of people like to put the baby gowns on the kids with the initials and stuff. Oh, let me show you this. I don't know how you could do it on the SC 1900. Okay, I did this on my big embroidery machine, but I do have an idea for you guys. Okay, these are laptop cases. Okay, I did this on the big machine. Now, the reason why I was able to do this on the big machine is because the big machine, right, it's right next to me right here. But if you notice, when I am embroidering on this machine, right, all this space down here is empty. So when I hoop on here, I have something called fast frames, and it's like a flat frame. And I put it in like this, right? And then, as you can see, I think I dropped something. Oh, I dropped my accessory bag. When you put it in like this, you have the bottom that's free, right? And it has like this little arm, right? And the needles are like right here. So it has the arm. So this is not going, when it's sewing the top, it won't sew this together. Now, unfortunately, the only thing, when I was looking at this laptop case, right, I see that it has like a little opening here, right? The only thing that I could think of with the SC 1900, if you wanted to do this, like the way I did it, okay, but you won't be able to do this design, but you can do this. You can fold this down, okay, and then you can float this. And then what you can do is you can embroider this portion right here, right, on here. And what you can do is you can put the person's name on the top, or just their initial or something like that. Now, I was able to do it smack in the middle but the thing is, like I said, I did it on the big machine. Another idea that I was thinking of, which I was kind of like, that would be kind of original, is sometimes I was looking at these baby hats. They were taking felt and they were embroidering the baby's name on the felt. Then what they were doing was they were cutting the felt out and then they were sewing it on the hat, right? So I was thinking that would be pretty different if you just took felt, you embroidered this on felt, and then you cut the felt in a nice decorative way. Sometimes they have like zigzag scissors or scissors that have like a decorative edge. And I have some that are over there, but I'll show you. These are like crafting scissors, and they have like a little decorative edge, right? See, like this cuts like that. See, they come like that. You could get these at Michael's, and see that this has the zigzag. See, this one's pretty. See, and then what I was thinking was get a piece of felt. Felt is very inexpensive. Embroider that. Take scissors like these little fancy scissors. Cut around it. Then what you can do is you can hand sew. Hand sew the felt on top of this. Instead of, sewing it on the machine, you can hand sew it. So it'll, you have the felt sewn on top. So it's kind of like you're sewing a patch on top of your laptop case. It's different. And I think it would look really cute. I mean, if you hand sew that stuff. And I don't know. It was just something that dawned on me because when I saw the hats and I saw that people were doing that, they were embroidering the felt and then they were cutting the felt, and then what they were doing was they were actually taking the felt and they were stitching it, but they weren't hand stitching it. What they were doing was they were going on the sewing machine, and they were doing the decorative stitches to stitch down the felt to the hat. Now, of course, you probably will not be able to, you know, well, maybe it would take some. Yeah, you probably can't. It would take some maneuvering. You would have to really mess around, and you have to be careful that you're not sewing the back of it. Okay. But you may be able to maybe use the decorative stitches depending how low you go with the thing. But it was just something that came to my mind, and I was thinking, you know what, that would really look cute, because if I was doing this one right with the felt, it's kind of like a red. I would probably, pick a nice color to blend, to pop it out and do the decorative stitching. And then I would probably do, nice decorative thing, and it's cute. It's cute and stuff. So this is like a set that I do, and it comes with the carrying case for the mouse. So it's something that I do, and I sell it on my Etsy shop. But I do these on my big machines because it has the arm and I can feed it in. But this is something you could probably do on your SC 1900 too. I mean, it's just like I said, you just got to be creative on how you can do the personalization on that item and stuff. So, I wanted to mention the laptop cases because, a lot of people use laptops, and especially when kids are starting college and all that kind of stuff. They always want their, especially in September, in that time frame, kids starting college, first thing parents want to do is they want to buy them a nice laptop. So they get them a Surface Pro or a MacBook or something like that to go to college and whatever. So and then another thing, okay, moving on to number 8. Okay, I'm going down my list of personalization stuff. All right, like I was saying before, napkins. Okay, this is another one that I did. This is really cute. This came out really cute. I do have this in my shop, and I have more that I have to make and put on my shop as well. This has been one of my best sellers. I mean, everybody kind of loves these, boy. I mean, and which, I totally agree. Thanksgiving is coming up. I think a lot of families are going to be having Thanksgiving at home. We usually every year have Thanksgiving at a restaurant because I kind of like it, because that way I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning. I mean, it's just like you show up, you get your food, you drink, and you have a good time, and then that's it. It's usually a big production when you have a lot of people at home and stuff, and then you got to cook for them. But because of the virus and everything that's going on, I don't know how things are going to be. I know some restaurants are opening up and everything, but with that being said, people may end up saying we're going to have Thanksgiving at home, so everybody's going to want to have their dinner napkins. So this is something that I definitely, it's just another idea that you guys can do, And then when we're talking about this, also do handkerchiefs. I don't know if guys use that anymore, but I know older gentlemen do use that, the handkerchief they put in their pocket to blow their nose and stuff. You can put their initials on it and stuff. So that's another personalization that you can do. Another thing that you can do on your machine, embroidered jackets. Okay, I have a jean jacket that I had embroidered the back of, and I put the Tesla symbol on it, and it said Tesla on it. Came out really, really gorgeous. Now what I want to do is, I don't know if some of you guys have seen my happy hour embroidery t-shirt. I want to do one. I want to get a jean jacket and embroider like a sewing machine with a needle and thread and scissors and all that kind of stuff. Put Boricua sewing crafts online. So Jackets. Jackets are really cool. A girlfriend of mine did that last year for one of her grandkids, and it came out really, really gorgeous. So jean jackets, do sweatshirts, do hoodies. You can do that. Onesies. There's so many things you can do with clothes. I just want to throw ideas out there for you guys to use. There's just so much you can do with this machine. And the personalization, if you really think about it, I mean, the whole purpose of buying the machine is so that you can do customization and personalize. I mean, everybody loves personalized stuff. I'm telling you, it's just so hot. It's like everybody wants their name on stuff. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm on number 10. Okay. Stuffed animals. Okay. Last week I showed you about a bunny and a teddy bear. I had put I still have them here, but the teddy bear, what they did was they put a bid around the teddy bear, with my son's name on it and his birth date. You can do that. You can oh, I remember someone told me about Elf on the Shelf. I think they have like these little elves, embroider, you can take an elf on the shelf, put a t-shirt on the elf on the shelf. If you could buy a little stuffed animal elf, put a little t-shirt on them, put the kid's name on it and stuff. For Christmas, another thing people do is they buy these Santa bags, these little big Santa bags where they put all the gifts and everything. You can embroider the Santa bag and say, these are the gifts for this person, for this child, so big Santa bag with their name on it. I've seen those. I've even seen people embroider gift bags and stuff. So that's something else. Pants and shorts. If people, if you have a friend that likes to work out, and or is a jogger or something like that, wants to wear shorts and everything, just you could take shorts and you can put their initials on it and stuff. That's a good gift too. Oh, I'm moving kind of fast. Okay, all right. And number 12, I'm down to number 12. Okay, patches. Okay, that's another thing. Because if you think about it, like when I was talking about doing this on the laptop, that's really what I was talking about. It's like you get some felt and you embroider it. You're kind of making a patch. And then what you're doing is you're sewing it on top of this. But you can make, instead of just getting the item, sew a patch. Sew a patch for them. And put heat and bond on the patch. Okay. For those of you that don't know, this is heat and bond. Okay. This stuff is really, really good. If you are doing appliques on your embroidery, okay, and you're appliquing fabric, highly recommend that what you do is you put this behind your fabric and then you do the applique. That way you can, iron it. And the fabric, even though it is tacked down because you sewed around the design, but it'll really stay put because you got heat and bond on it. But yeah, I mean, do patches. Everybody loves patches, and then they can decide where they want to put the patch, and then. Because you're only giving them a patch, give them several. You can make more than one. So give them several, and then they could put a patch on a jacket. They could put a patch on a shirt. They could put a patch on a hoodie or whatever they want. I mean, it's so that way they can decide, or a book bag or whatever. They can decide where they want to put the patch on. So patches are a pretty neat thing. They really are, and stuff. Handbags. Okay. I showed you the duffel bags and stuff. That is something that you can do. All you have to do is just make sure that you manipulate it correctly. So that way you can, always float. I would float those items. Make sure you get sticky stabilizer and you put it on your 5x7. And then you lay it on right on your hoop and stuff. And then just float it correctly and stuff. But when you try to do like tote bags, or handbags, like I said, jiffyshirts.com, they do have a section with bags. They have so many bags there. The best bags and the easiest, really, it's not the best, it's just the easiest. The easiest bags to do embroidery are those that have a flap. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. I think I have showed you this before. Okay. I showed this in another video. And when I mean flap is that I mean that it's open kind of like from here. If you have like a pocketbook or something, because see, what's easy about this is, when I float this, the bag's all the way over here, and all I'm doing is I'm embroidering this side, the front of it. So, I use this for when I go to the post office to deliver my packages, my customer packages and stuff, if I have to go. Got a little thing there. Okay. So, very, very easy to do. And, I was going to say if this was fabric, but it's not. This is a heat vinyl transfer. This is sparkle. See, I don't know if you can see sparkles and stuff's cute. This is applique, but this is it's heat vinyl transfer. So it's not fabric and stuff. Another thing, I'm gonna show you this also. I made a shirt for my sister. This is not the shirt though. I messed up this shirt last week for happy hour embroidery. I talked about mistakes that we make, still make them. Okay. Her birthday's coming up. So I did, I embroidered her a shirt and it was vintage. This came out beautifully. And this is applique. This is fabric. This is fabric. Okay. So behind this fabric is heat and bond. This was supposed to be applique. However, this shirt didn't make it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I was cutting the applique, you know how you're supposed to cut it before you do the final stitches? Well, guess what I did? Okay. Let me see. Where am I? Can I put my finger in it? Let me see. Well, I'm going to show it to you right here. Look what I did. Here it is. I popped a hole in the shirt. Yep. And it was big. So I couldn't save the shirt. So I said, screw it. So I was like, all right, so where's the next shirt? So as I said, I've been doing embroidery for quite some time, so for you guys that are new out there doing this and you make mistakes, don't beat yourself. I still make them. See? And this pissed me off too, because look at all the thread I used on this just to say vintage. That's a lot of thread. So what I should have did was do the appliques first and then stitch this. So, but I was able to do it. I mean, so I made this shirt for her birthday. It says vintage, 1971. I think that's the year she was born. I hope it is. If it ain't, then oh well. I'll tell her, just pretend you were born that year, okay? Humoring, So, I mean, these are cute things. These are nice ideas that, people love it. Personalization, and, I mean, I liked it. I don't know. So anyway, going back to the tote bag. So the tote bags, okay, like I was telling you guys, if you have a flip, I call it a flip. I don't, or maybe it's a flap or something. My genetics, okay? I think most of you guys already know me by now, and you guys know what I mean, okay? Just to make it easier, when you pick the purse, when you look at it, always try to envision, how am I going to hoop this in my machine? Am I going to be able to float the item? Feel it with your hands. Is it soft? If it's something that's really, really hard and stuff, then I would say don't do it. You know why? Because when you're embroidering, that's one thing, is you want to make sure that you have your item as steady as possible. And if you are embroidering and then it shifts a little bit, it can really mess up the design and it's not going to come out nice. And then you're going to be pissed, because I know I would be pissed too, So just something that I just want to put up there. So when you are picking something like a purse or a tote bag or something like that, always think about that. Think about how am I going to be able to hoop this? Is this going to be comfortable? Am I going to be able to hold it steady and stuff like that? And is the embroidery really going to come out good and stuff? Another thing that I thought about, I think, and I mentioned all the rest of these stuff, socks and scarves, embroider them at the end. People love having their initials on them and stuff like that. Socks. My girlfriend Aisha sent me a picture. I guess that was a really big thing. I guess guys like to have their initials on socks now. I didn't know that, so I was just like, oh, okay. Hats. Okay. And, hats, big thing too. I know there was someone that reached out. They asked me about my hat hoop. I bought my hat hoop from a company called Hat Hoop at Etsy. And do I have it here? This is what I have. The one they have online now looks a little different. But see, I've had mine now for about 2 years. And I think now what they're doing is they're actually putting their company name on the actual hat hoop, which if you think about it, I mean, that's smart. I mean, you do want to do that, because the one that I have right now does not have their company name on it at all. So if I have forgotten where I got this from, and someone was to say, hey, Jeanette, where did you buy that hat hoop? I really wouldn't be able to tell you, because I'd be like, Etsy, you know what I mean? But I know, because I was able to look at all my orders and type hat hoop and then find out where I bought it from. So now what they're doing is they're putting their company name on the actual flat. One of the questions was, is it worth buying? This is my personal opinion, okay? I say yes, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you are embroidering a hat, okay, what I do is I put the sticky stabilizer in the back. Right? I put the sticky stabilizer in the back, the sticky side, faces up. And then I put the flap of my baseball hat in there. And I don't have one. I wish I did, so I could show where it is. Bingo. I do. Okay. Here's a blank one. Okay. So what I like about this is you put your sticky stabilizer here. This is going to be sticky. You take your hat and you're going to put it in here, right? And you're going to put it small, nice and straight, okay? And then this will squeeze the cap, okay? Now, this actually goes into your hoop. Your 5x7 hoop, which I don't have. Okay, I have it. Oh. All right. You got your 5x7 hoop, right? Okay, there's two parts. There's the ones that goes. This part you don't need. What you need is the bottom part of the 5x7. This fits in here. Okay, it fits exactly in here. Now it doesn't look like it fits because I'm kind of like trying to just do this in a rush to show, and I'm just hoping that the young lady that was asking the questions is watching, because my advice is that this is really worth purchasing, and the reason why I say that is because once you tie down the hat to this and then you press it down to your sticky stabilizer, it really holds the hat in place, so that when you start to stitch your design on top of the baseball hat, you don't have a lot of movement going around, and it's really going to stitch nicely. Okay. So, can you actually take this and then just put sticky stabilizer behind it without the hat hoop? You can, but I can't tell you how it's gonna come out. I don't know if it's gonna come out that good. I never did it without a hat hoop. I never wanted to try it without it. I just went and I just purchased it because it just looked like it was more solid to me to do it this way. But I know that, you know, having this works for me. It helps me, because it's like, you put the I don't know what you call it, the flap of the hat, you just put it in there, you tighten it up real good and stuff. It keeps it nice and still. So, like, remember, that's really what's important. That's why when you're hooping stuff, you want to make sure that it's solid, it's straight, and because the machine is moving, the stitches are going all over the place, and you don't want that hat to move. You want it to be as secure and stable as possible so that as the hoop moves, the hat moves with it, and then your design can come out really, really nice. So this has always worked for me. So like I said, I got it off of Etsy. It was hat hoop, and if I remember correctly, I think it's $37.99. I'm not sure. To me, it's worth it. Okay, I've done lots of hats with this, and I like it. I like it. I have not done it without it. Now, not talking about hats. You can do summer hats also with your SC 1900. A lot of people have those big, summer hats and everything. They just want to have their initials on the side. Sticky stabilizer, you can do that on a regular 5x7 hoop and then just put the stabilizer on it and then just lay the summer hat. Summer hat is easier to do than a baseball hat because here, what it is you have the flap and then you have to lay this down. You have to lay this fabric down and make sure that this is smooth. With a summer hat, it's kind of like a sombrero kind of. So there's more space, and it looks a lot better, So, there's a lot, baby hats, you can do kids hats. They have a whole bunch of different hats that you can do. So that is my 16. And did I finish early? I think I did. No, okay. I'm at 8:47. That's okay. Not bad, not bad. Now I am going to tell you guys, embroidery happy hour every Friday is starting to get a little difficult. Okay. If you guys have topics that you want me to cover during embroidery happy hour or have any ideas that you guys want me to try and stuff like that, please let me know in the comments below. Because today I was like talking to my son going, ooh, I got embroidery happy hour. What I want to, what should the topic be? And I really want to try to do it that every Friday when we meet and we talk, I don't want to like be repeating stuff and everything. I want us to talk about something new and stuff like that. So anyway, let me see. Let me go through the comments and stuff because I want to see. I always like to try to answer everybody's questions and stuff. South Carolina's in the house. Hey, Susan. It's the let's see. I'm learning so much from you. Oh, thanks, Robin. Here to teach. Here to teach. Thanks so much for doing this. Hey, Ruth, how you doing? Thanks for joining, and you are very, very welcome. Hey, Renee, no problem. Diane, okay. Deborah, glad to be with you today. Watch you on Friday. Miss Miles' aunt. Oh, Miss Miles' aunt. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? We sew together every day, even though she's on the East Coast and I'm on the West Coast. Oh, that's cool. Me and my sister, one day we did FaceTime, and we were both sewing together doing FaceTime, which was a lot of fun. We only did it once, but she's really, really busy. So, and my schedule is kind of hectic too, especially now that I got the puppy. But I would love to do that again with her and stuff. Hey, Sarah, to be honest, I sew more than I embroider. I would like to do more embroidery. Sarah, you got to do it. Sarah, this is one thing though. Here's a little idea that you can do though. I know you say you're sewing more, but one of the things you can do is You can make your own pencil cases. And while you're making your own pencil cases, you can embroider the personalization on the pencil case. So if you think about it, you can do both on one project, you know? You can sew your pillow and you can personalize your pillow. So, you know, and start, you know, doing the embroidery, because the embroidery is fun, you know? And so you want to practice both. Hey, I see my cousin Leslie's on and stuff. Family's always supporting family, you know? These are, which is, yes, taper seed. Sarah said, Sarah's correcting me. When I was talking about the picture that people hang on the wall, it's called taper seed. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I know what she's talking about, because yes, that's the word. That is the word that I wanted to say and stuff. Oh, Miss Miles did some kitchen towels and stuff. I'll post in the group. Yes, please do. Backpacks. Yep. Let's see. Anybody got questions? I make quilts. Oh, Miss Power says she does quilts. Table runners. That's a good one. And Christmas ornaments. There you go. That's another one too. You can do that and stuff. Hey, Sue. Let's see. Anything else? The onesies, the snap-on the sides are easy to do. Yes. If you get onesies, they have those that, you know, have the snaps, you know, at the bottom. You can do that, but the thing is, they are kind of hard to manipulate a little bit while you're trying to embroider those. But if you get, you know, Miss Mouse is correct. If you get the onesies that have the snaps on the side, you're golden. That's easy. That's you're okay with that. It's like, you know, and I think you should be able to order those on Amazon and stuff like that. I haven't really. Every time I go out and I look for onesies, I never see the ones with the snaps on the sides. I always see the ones, excuse me, at the bottom and stuff. So, you know, let me see. Let's see what else. What else? Can heat be used on the back of the felt? You know, Blanca, I don't think so. I don't think so, because when I touch, what I would do is take a little piece of the felt and try it with an iron. But my guess is I don't think so, because whenever I touch felt, it does not feel like that's something that can be ironed on, you know? So, you know, but if that's the case, that you can iron felt, then you can do the heat and bond behind the felt, embroider it, put the heat and bond, and then heat it on the laptop case instead of sewing it around. But the question is, can we iron on felt? That we're gonna have to discover, you know, do some little research on and stuff like that. The laptop case is beautiful and matching mini mine. Let me see. Like your ideas for gifts. You're welcome. Thank you. Can you share the link where you purchase your napkins, please? Oh, absolutely. Yes, I can share that, Tracy. And the napkins are not expensive. If I remember correctly, I think I pay about, it's a package of 12. Let me grab a package real quick so you can see the brand. Oh, I don't have, okay. There we go. Okay. If you go on Amazon, I get these. Okay. I think it's Utopia Kitchen Hotel napkins. Okay. And these are 18 by 18. And this color is the dark gray, and then I have like old olive, and here's white. And a lot of people buy the ivory, okay? But what's happening though with the ivory is I'm starting to buy another brand regarding the ivory, because with this brand, you order ivory, they come one color, and then you order them again, and it's an ivory, but it's a lighter ivory. So one thing that I learned is whenever I get an order for ivory, I don't start the order at all until I have all the napkins. Then I will then start embroidering them, because what ends up happening is I have dark ivory, and then when the other package came in, it's a light ivory, and I can't sell it to a customer like that. So I kind of learned the hard way that I need to wait when it comes to that color. I need to wait till I have them in stock before I start doing the embroidery and stuff like that. But they're Utopia kitchen hotel napkins. Those are the ones that I use and stuff. Ooh, I think I lost my place. Oh shoot. Where are we? Okay. Yes, Tracy. Thank you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please, if you have an idea that you want, or something that you want me to cover in on Happy Hour Embroidery Fridays, put it out on the Facebook, on the Facebook group page, which is Embroidery Happy Hour Adventures. Okay, if you leave a comment out there, that way I can start writing down what you guys want, and I can start doing my research and stuff like that, so that way I can do that, because I am starting to struggle a little bit about what are we going to talk about during Happy Embroidery Hours. And I want to keep these going because I think a lot of people enjoy doing happy embroidery, embroidery happy hour. I know I like it. I mean, it's kind of cool. I do like having the social interaction with you guys and stuff. So, and just I like teaching, and I know, I learn a lot from you guys also. So, oh, hey, Felix. Felix is on. Okay. Let's see. Is there other questions? My daughter-in-law's first grade school teacher made a small Christmas stocking for each. There you go. See? Yep. And Barbara, that's another neat idea. Christmas is coming. You can get Christmas stockings from the dollar store. And if you can get those Christmas stockings from the dollar store, all you have to do is get them and put them in that machine, embroider everybody's name on it, and you're good to go. And you didn't pay that much. That's another good one. I've heard that people have done that. Totally forgot about that. The most mistakes I've made have been on baseball caps. Oh, Susan. Okay. I wonder if you've used the hat hoop and stuff. And also on another thing too, when you're embroidering on baseball hats, this is something that's really, really important. Before you embroider your design on the hat, make sure that you have the machine do a scan of the area that is going to embroider. And that is, you see a bunch of little dots that it's like a square, and it's little dots in a square that's going like this way. Well, it's a square that goes this way, okay? And it's a button on your machine, on your LED. And what it does is it's going to show you where the needle is going to hit. Because when you're doing baseball hats, you can't really do 5x7, okay? You want to make sure that whatever design you are embroidering, that it is going to fit in the space of your hat. Okay, you can't just take a big design and then smack it on. It's not going to work. So you want to make sure that it is just the right size. And if I remember correctly, I think it should be like 3 inches, something like that. I think it's about 3. Yeah, it should not be more than 3 inches. Maybe like to play it safe, maybe 2.5, something like that. So you just want to make sure that it's a design that's going to fit in the space in front, because think about it, the person's going to wear the hat, and you want to see it. So you got to make sure that not only that it's hoop right, but that the design that you select is something that's going to fit in the shirt. I mean the shirt, the hat. Okay, that's what I mean. Okay. Oh, metallic bread. Okay. Yeah, Miss Mouse has been playing around with metallic bread. Thread. I'm over here saying bread. Thread. Okay, the metallic thread. I have not tried metallic thread. Miss Mouse is brave. Okay, this this lady is like, phew, she is gone. She is like trying everything. Girl, you go ahead, man. But let me tell you, boy, you are brave. I have not done that yet. I have heard a lot of people say they have difficulties with metallic thread. One of the things that they do is they slow down the speed of the machine in order for them to be able to use metallic thread. So that might be a little tip, but I personally have not done that. It is something that I want to play with and explore. So you know, I'll probably buy a thread and maybe I'll do my name on a hat and stuff using metallic thread just to see what it feels like, because I haven't played with it or anything at all and stuff. Let's see. Michelle from Boston, time for joining live. Okay. Hi Harley, how are you? Hey Charmaine. Let me see. Having trouble. Hey Renee, having trouble figuring out the color thread to use on designs. Some things are supposed to be a certain color and the machine tells you something different. Okay. All right. Renee, what I recommend doing is, and that happens all the time. Sometimes when you buy a design, it has certain colors on it, right? But then when you go and you transfer that design over to your machine, you're going to notice that it kind of changes a little bit. So what I always do is make sure that you go through all the colors of your design. You can change the colors. Remember, this is all about customization. Just because they sold you a certain file and a certain portion of that design, you know, they claim it to be red, you can put blue, red, green, whatever, and stuff. So the thing is learning how to change the colors of your designs, and that would probably make a very good video and stuff. And I really need to get on the ball. And for those of you that don't know, I did put out my video out there on the one that I messed up on my mom's birthday shirt so that you guys could learn from my mistakes. And I did put some text in the areas where I screwed up so that you guys could see what I did, and so you guys don't do it. So it's a little bit lengthy, so you could just fast forward through some of it. But you know, but color changes is something that I can probably show you guys in a short video, because that can get kind of complicated a little bit, you know, and stuff. But once you get the hang of it, then you're good and stuff. Let me see. Discussing space. It doesn't look good using the grid when it comes out on the hoops. Discussing spacing from the fonts to designs on a project. Okay, Blanca, my advice to that, one thing that, okay, I know what you're talking about with the spacing. What I like to do is I like to look at my designs on Embroidery first. Okay, so what I do is I create my designs in Embroidery. That way the spacing and everything is perfect. I know exactly how it's going to look. And then when I save it and I put it on my drive, then I transport over there. So I don't know if that helped you. If not, then reach out to me and I'll try to help you out and stuff. Oh, I see a lot of people making comments on the thread, changing colors on the threads. All right. I see a requirement for a video on the color threads and stuff. Okay, well, it looks like I have an assignment for this week. Okay, and it is 9 o'clock, everybody. So I am, like I said, you know, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I really appreciate you guys always logging on. Love the support and stuff, and I really love that I could see all you guys in the live chat interacting with each other, helping each other out and stuff. I think that's so awesome. So for those of you that are new, I'm Jeanette Woods. This is Boricua Sewing and Crafts. Please subscribe to my channel. I go on live every Friday at 8 o'clock at Embroidery Happy Hour. And I also post some videos on so that you can learn about your SC 1900 machine and embroidery. So I also have a Facebook group that's called Embroidery Happy Hours Adventures. Please join the Facebook group. It's a great community for all of us to learn about embroidery and share our ideas and help each other out. So I really, really appreciate everybody. Again, thank you so much for your support. I think this is so awesome. My YouTube channel is growing. We are up to, I think, 800. I think it was 830 subscribers now. Which I think is like so cool. I mean, before you know it, I'll probably hit 1,000, So anyway, appreciate everybody's support and everything. And thank you so much for dialing in. Please, happy embroidery and subscribe to my channel. Hope you like the video. And if you have any ideas for any upcoming happy hour topics that you want me to discuss, please put them in the comments below. I'm going to be looking to see if anyone's posted anything, so that way I can start doing my research and stuff, because I really would like for us to be able to cover new items every week, okay? So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much again for joining me. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. And have fun. Have fun with that embroidery machine, because I know I always enjoy mine, okay? So you guys have a great one, and please be safe out there, and hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.